How does dynamic pressure affect your plumbing water flow? Have you ever wondered why some faucets deliver a strong stream of water while others barely trickle? The answer lies in dynamic pressure. So, how does dynamic pressure affect your plumbing water flow? Let's break it down. Dynamic pressure is the pressure of water while it is flowing through pipes. This is also known as operating or working pressure. It plays a significant role in determining how much water flows from your taps and appliances. When water is not moving, we refer to this as static pressure. But when it starts flowing, dynamic pressure takes over. As water moves through pipes, it encounters friction and turbulence. These factors can cause the pressure to drop, which means less water flow downstream. Several key elements influence dynamic pressure. First, let's talk about flow rate and velocity. Higher dynamic pressure usually leads to a higher flow rate and faster water velocity. However, if the pipe diameter is too small, the water speeds up too much. This creates more turbulence and friction loss, which can actually reduce the usable pressure and flow. So, smaller pipes do not increase pressure. They just increase velocity and friction loss, which is not what you want. Next, we have friction loss. As water flows through pipes, it rubs against the walls, which reduces pressure. Longer pipes and rougher interiors increase this friction loss, lowering dynamic pressure and flow at the outlet. Elevation changes also play a role. Water moving uphill loses pressure due to gravity, which reduces dynamic pressure and flow. On the flip side, water flowing downhill gains pressure. Now let's consider pipe diameter. Larger diameter pipes help maintain higher dynamic pressure and better flow by reducing velocity and friction loss. Smaller pipes, however, increase velocity and friction loss, which reduces dynamic pressure. In many plumbing systems, pressure regulators are used to control dynamic pressure. This helps maintain appropriate levels for fixtures and prevents damage or inefficient flow. So, what does all this mean for your plumbing? If dynamic pressure is too low due to friction losses, elevation, or undersized pipes, you will notice weak or inconsistent water flow. Conversely, if dynamic pressure is too high, it can lead to pipe damage or noisy plumbing. To manage dynamic pressure effectively, it is essential to choose the right pipe sizes, minimize unnecessary pipe length, control elevation changes, and use pressure regulators or boosters as needed. Understanding dynamic pressure is key to designing plumbing systems that provide steady and adequate water flow while minimizing energy loss and wear on components.